Hey y'all, what's up? It's Julie. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Like I said, my name is Julie. I am 19 years old and I've been cross-stitching continuously since March of this year, so I'm kind of a new stitcher. So yeah, this is going to be my 9th Flosstube video, and I started off uploading every week. I was trying to upload every Sunday, but that's just not going to work for me right now, so I changed to every other week, which is better for me, and it just helps because I have more to show. Like, if I was to do every week videos, they would probably be like 5 minutes long, so yeah, it just helps me to get more time, to get more stitching in, and to have more stuff to show if I upload every other week. So that's what I'm going to do. So today I have 5 whips to show you that I've worked on in the past 2 weeks since my last video, which last video I did have 7 whips, so I was a little bit slacking. This past 2 weeks I have slacked a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. But the reason I'm so busy, which I've talked about before, but like I said, in case you're new here, I am in college, so like I said, I'm 19. I am in my 2nd year of college, and I'm studying to be an elementary school teacher. So currently I just go to a community college because, I don't know, that's just what I chose to do. And we are all online right now. So I actually have 2 jobs as well, 2 part-time jobs. So I talked about this in my stitch along that I posted yesterday, but one job is at a middle school, the middle school I actually went to, and I work in the office, so like I answer phone calls and make copies and stuff like that. I work there Monday through Friday, 10 to 2, and then my other job is at a gym childcare, so I work there from 3:45 to 7, 3 times a week. So there's 3 days a week that I do both jobs, and then the other 2 days I just do the one job and work on schoolwork and stuff like that. So that's why I'm so busy, and why I don't have a lot of stitching time, and why I don't really have that much to show. But at least it's a good excuse. Yeah, so I don't really need to have 2 jobs. Like, I'm choosing to have 2 jobs because, like, so basically I worked at the gym daycare before like the pandemic happened, so I started working there last year, like in the summertime, and when we closed in March because of Corona, basically I was furloughed, and then from March until July I didn't work because I was like, I don't want to work during a pandemic, right? And like the only jobs that I really could apply to were like fast food and restaurant and stuff like that, because all our like retail, like the mall, was closed and all that kind of stuff. So the only thing that was really open was grocery stores and restaurants. So I didn't want to do that, so I didn't, basically. And by the end of July, I was like, okay, like things were opening back up. I was like, I kind of need a job now. It's been too long since I had a job, you know? So I was like job searching. I applied to a ton of jobs, including at the middle school. And actually the day I interviewed at the middle school, I got a call from my previous job at the gym that they were looking to open back up, and was wondering if I wanted to come back and work there. And I really liked that job. That's why I was waiting for it to open back up, and it just wasn't. So eventually I was like, okay, I need to apply to other things. So then I was like, well, I do want to work at the gym, but now I have this middle school job. So I just decided to do both, since I'm doing online school anyways. I have time for it, kind of. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And I actually originally told the gym that I could work 2 times a week, and they decided for me that I was going to work 3 times a week. I mean, technically I could go and say, hey, like I really only need to work 2 times a week. But it's been okay for now, so I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, you know? Okay, so before I get into the whips that I worked on in the past 2 weeks, I actually wanted to show my finishes again. They're not new finishes, they're just the finishes that I have. And actually, I think Flosstube is bad for me because here's the thing. I have not had a finish since I started Flosstube. I have not had a finish. I just keep starting everything. So, but anyways, yeah. So I decided that I wanted to show the two finishes that I have with me right now. They're not new. I showed them in my first Flosstube, and actually one of them I think I just actually showed in my last video. But in case you're new here, or in case you just want to see them again, that's what I'm going to do really quickly. So, like I said, at September last year, September 2019, is when I went to Walmart and picked up my first cross-stitch project. So I was actually going through, well, by I mean, you know, it's not a secret, so I'm just gonna tell you. So basically, I needed a distraction last year because at the end of August 2019, my boyfriend was diagnosed with a brain tumor, and so he actually had two surgeries, one at the very end of August and then one on September 1st last year. So basically during that time, I really wanted something to like take my mind off of everything and just kind of put it somewhere else. Not that anything really helped, but I was searching. So that's where the cross stitch came in, and I went to Walmart and picked up this dimensions kit. If it wants to, there we go. So yeah, it's just a dimensions kit. I think it's just called Mason Jar. And yeah, so there it is. It's honestly, it's okay. There is stitches going opposite directions. I don't know if you can see it or not, but yeah. I didn't realize that you're supposed to do, or that it's preferred to do all your stitches going the same way. So they are going different directions. But that's okay. It still looks pretty, and honestly, you can't even really tell. So it's really not even that big of a deal, I feel like. I mean, if you're like looking closely and you're a cross stitcher, you're probably gonna notice it. But for someone who like doesn't cross stitch and isn't close to it, you can't really tell. So is it important to have all your stitches go the same way? I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm still gonna do it, but like, but yeah, so also I cut it like really short, like literally right up to that stitch. I cut the fabric, and that's because it actually had a stain on it, on the fabric, and I didn't know at the time and didn't think to look it up that you could wash cross stitch pieces and try to get the stain out. I didn't even think of that. I just started snipping it, which I guess it's actually fine now because I have it on this like board. I don't really know where this is from actually, but clearly it was like painted. But yeah, so just clips it onto there, and it has like a little stand so it can stand up on a desk. But yeah, so there's my first ever cross stitch finish. I think it's really cute. But honestly, I'm gonna be honest here. I don't love, sorry if the camera's moving, I don't love dimensions kits because I feel like they're kind of hard to follow, and I don't love blending colors and all that kind of stuff, so I don't love following dimensions kits, but they are really pretty, so. And actually my other finish I have to show you is also a dimensions kit. And also, I just realized I just breezed over the fact that I said my boyfriend had a brain tumor. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into like the whole story because I don't really think he wants me to. I don't think he has a problem with me mentioning it because it's like not a secret, but he is doing fine now, and yeah, so anyways. And yeah, so he was having like MRIs every 3 months, and his most recent one was clear, and so he can change to every 6 months now, I believe. So he's doing good. Didn't mean to just breeze over that really quickly, but yeah, that is the reason that I got into cross stitch. So maybe there is some blessings in our hard times. Okay, so anyways, now I am gonna breeze over it. My next finish is another dimensions kit like I said. I think I got this one at Michael's though. And I actually did this one in 3 days. And there is French knots in it, which I actually liked to do that. So, but here it is. I love these flowers. I think they're so pretty. The little French knots in the church. And I love these clouds too. Like, I don't know why, I just really like those. This one actually doesn't have any half stitches. They're all full crosses. And there's some back stitch, like as you can see in the words. It says, "Everything is possible with God," Matthew 19:26. I thought this one was a really good one to go along with the whole thing, like everything is possible with God. Just a nice little quote, and I really like the church, so I think it's pretty. And it was a really quick finish, and I just finished it in the hoop that the kit came with. It's a little bit, but you can't see that part. I just have it hanging on my wall like this. So yeah, so those are the 2 cross stitch finishes that I actually have with me. The other one was actually a present from my boyfriend. It was baseballs, and it said XOXO. I never actually had it here to show you guys. Actually, in my first Flosstube video, I think I just put up a picture of it. So if I can find the picture, I will put it up. But it's supposed to say like XOXO with baseballs because my boyfriend plays baseball. So yeah, there's that. So those are the 3 finishes that I've had with cross stitch. 3 is not a lot considering the fact that I have like 20 whips now, but I'm realizing that I'm definitely more of a process stitcher than, like, I enjoy the process more than I care about having finishes, if that makes sense. So often I like finishing things, and I like having them up on my wall and stuff, but clearly I care more about starting everything that exists. So okay, so anyways, now let's talk about my whips that I had in the past 2 weeks that I worked on since my last video. So okay, so I'm gonna start with this one. It is a pattern from Etsy. I'll put the shop on the screen. I can't remember the name of it right now, but it is a pattern of Harry Styles. He is a pop singer, if you didn't know, he came out of the band One Direction, if you know who that is. But yeah, so he is a pop singer. You might know his song more than you know his name. So right now his popular song on the radio is Watermelon Sugar. You might know that. But anyways, yeah, so he is a pop singer, and he's my favorite singer. I saw him in concert in 2018, and I was supposed to see him this year, but obviously Corona canceled it, and it's rescheduled for 2021, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully I can still go to that, because his concerts are really good. And I did see One Direction in concert twice before they split up, before they went on a break. So anyways, so here's what I had done last time. There's not a big change, to be honest, but thought I'd show you the comparison anyways. So yeah, here it is. So basically all I really did was this purple part right here, like that line of purple, and then I filled in his fingers with the skin color. So there he is. And these are supposed to be his tattoos, which from far away, like, the point comes across that they're tattoos, but obviously when the stitches are that small, you can't actually design his tattoos into the piece of this size anyways. So yeah, that's him. Basically all they're left to do is to finish his other arm and the rest of the shirt and then his pants, and then he'll be done. And oh, I forgot to say also, this is a picture of him on his second album. The album title is Fine Line, and yeah, this is just like a animated version of that, or like whatever, I don't know. He doesn't have a face in this cross stitch piece basically, but on the album cover he does have a face. So, and I also have a mask that has like his picture, like this same thing, but like smaller a bunch of times all over the mask. And I get compliments all the time in public with that mask because a lot of people like Harry Styles. So anyways, moving on to something else. So I said in my last video that I got the fabric for this pattern and I was gonna start it, which I did. So this is the Halloween Quaker by Lila Studio. Show it a little bit better. So there's the pattern. And I have this one still in the hoop because I didn't do that much and you can see everything I did. So here's what I did. Oh, yeah, here it is. So it's basically just the start of the moon and that little motif. So literally barely anything. Here's how big the fabric is compared to what I stitched. So I'll show you next to the pattern. So I just started the moon where that witch is. So yeah, not a ton on that one, but I did want to start it this Halloween, knowing that I'm not going to finish it before Halloween. Maybe next year I'll have a finish on this. Maybe the year after that. Or after that. Also, this is so random, but this is the first time I'm showing, or like I'm sitting here with my natural hair. Because it actually is kind of behaving for once. So I normally straighten my hair every single time I wash it. I straighten it. Because normally, like, it just looks really bad normally. Because there's like so many different textures. Like some of it is wavy. Some of it has literal spirals sometimes. And some of the pieces are just straight. And it just looks like a big mess. But this time it actually looks decent enough to wear natural. So anyways, that's super random. Okay. So the next whip is this Happy Harvest Scarecrow by Imaginating. Well, it's actually, the design is by Diane Arthurs, but it's charted by Imaginating, I think. So anyways, here's the pattern. Super, super cute. I love this so much. But yeah, I got this off of 123 Stitch, but it says www.imaginating.com at the bottom, so maybe you can get it on that website as well. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's just a really cute scarecrow and an owl. And I didn't do a ton on this either. But hey, you know what? Progress is progress. Oh, here's what it looks like last time I showed you. And then, okay, wait. Here it is now. So, last time I basically had that. And now I added the owl. I did put a little bit into his face. Because last time I think I had a string of it hanging down. So I finished off that string that I had. And then I started on the owl. So, I don't know if you can tell, but that is, his face is filled in with white stitches. And yeah, there he is. He's a lot smaller than I thought. Let me show you. Next to the pattern. So there it is. I mean, I guess it looks the same size. But yeah, that part of the owl was really quick to stitch. And I thought it was going to take a little bit longer than it actually did. So, obviously this isn't probably not going to be a finish before the end of this fall. This year's fall. But maybe next year for fall I can have this done. Actually, I'm going to hold myself to that. By next fall, I want this to be done. So it can hang up in my house. just keep my projects in these bags that 123 Stitch sends their stuff in, because it's really easy, and I don't have money for actual cross stitch bags. So okay, so sorry, the camera's shaking. So now we're going to talk about Pandemic by Long Dog Samplers. So if you don't know, if you're new, I was trying to finish this. Well, my original goal was to finish it by the end of the year. So December 31st, I want this done. And that's still my goal. But then I realized in like August, maybe beginning of September, that I was finishing like a page a week. So I was like looking at it on a calendar, and I was like, well, if I continue to finish a page a week, then I can have Pandemic done by the middle of November. Well, since I started school and working, that has proved to be a little bit harder of a task than I originally thought. So I'm saying all that to say basically that I'm way behind on my goal of a page a week. So yeah, my goal is to finish it by December 31st. The November plan is basically out the window unless something crazy happens. But yeah, my goal is to finish Pandemic by December 31st. So if you don't know, here is what Pandemic by Long Dog looks like. It was a free release at the end of June this year for about a week, and now you can purchase it on her website. It's a beautiful pattern, but it is huge. Like, it's really big. It is 20 pages, and I think the pages have around 4,000 stitches each, but that could be wrong. But anyways, yeah, so it is really big. And here is where it was last time I showed you guys, so it was like right at that half mark. And so yeah, I did not hit my goal of finishing 2 pages in the last 2 weeks, but that's okay. So here's what I got done. Oh shoot. So yeah, there's my progress. Not even nearly as much as I was supposed to have done, but that's okay. So actually, the thing is, so I was supposed to have page 11 and page 12 done, but page 11 has the most stitches out of all the pages. I learned that very quickly. It actually does. It has the most stitches out of all the pages because this area is like full coverage basically. All of that. Like, it's basically full coverage, and there's still like a good amount of that to go, which is why I moved over here onto this page, because I was getting tired of doing that part. So that's why I moved over here. But yeah, so definitely did not hit my goal, not even close, to be honest. That might be like around maybe almost a page worth of stitches, but I'm not even sure about that, so that's okay. I still want to finish this by December 31st, and I still can do that. Like, it's not like a completely crazy goal. So, but here's the whole fabric. So technically, by my next video, I should have all the way over to here done. Or is it? Yeah. So I should have like basically all the way across here finished. So we'll see what happens, but definitely not making promises on that one. Oh, and this NeedleMinder, it's a little mask. I got that off Etsy. I will link it below if I remember. Okay, so one more whip. So this is actually, no it's not. I was going to say it's a new start from last time, but it's not. So this is the Halloween stitch along from Stitchonomy, which is a company run by, her name is Alyssa, and so she does stitch-alongs throughout the year. Before the Halloween one, there was a like fungi one, like mushrooms, and then she has a winter one coming up. She said it's not based around Christmas, it's more just an overall winter theme. So if you're interested in that, definitely go check out the Facebook group. It's just Stitchonomy Stitch-alongs, I think. I don't know. I'll try to link it below in case you're interested in joining that, but that is what it's called. But anyways, this is the Halloween one. I actually did do a stitch-along video for this yesterday, so if you didn't see that, go check it out. But yeah, so here it is. So as you can see, it says Halloween at the top. By the way, the border is not done. Like, obviously this part's not done, but there's supposed to be more like up around here. It's supposed to say like 2020 with like a skull and just some like designs. So I need to get working on that. But there's the Halloween. I actually did blend threads for the Halloween. So it's, wait, can you see it? So it's orange and black threads blended to stitch the Halloween in because I thought it would look cool. And then, so basically, I forgot to explain it. So basically, you sign up by email, and there was like a sign up date. Like, there was a time that you could sign up for free, but now that date has passed, so you can still stitch this, but you have to join her Patreon to get the patterns, I believe, and then you can still stitch it. And I believe that the winter one will be free signups as well until a certain date, but that is not open yet. So, and then every single day she sends the pattern to your email to fill in the little box. And yeah, so there's witch's feet. What is that called? I don't remember what that's called. Anyways, a broom, a spell book, an eyeball, a cauldron, some potion bottles, a black cat, and an owl. So there's that. And I am a day behind, so this box should be filled in, and then this one is being released today. But that's okay, because these are small patterns and they don't take very long, so it's okay, like, to catch up and not do it actually every single day. So anyways, that is that one, and that is all of the whips that I worked on the past 2 weeks. So that is going to be all for this video. It is a little bit shorter than last week's because I don't have any haul, and that is all the projects I worked on. I kind of went through them a little bit fast. So yeah, that's all I have to talk about this week. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!